Hi all, my name is Jeswin. Recently, there were few flights which were flying high in the air were called off for an immediate landing by the US aircraft operations. And if I say that the reason for this immediate landing was just the mobile phone signal 5G network, would you believe it? Yes, that's exactly what we are going to see in this video. How 5G signal network works and what is its impact. That's exactly what we'll see in today's video. So what is this new 5G technology? Let's understand about that in this video. So let's start from the beginning. A long time ago, we will have to rewind almost 20 years ago. There was this invention of the first generation frequency, that is 1G. We would have seen the police using the walkie-talkie. They send a message and they say over, and after that message is delivered, the other person from other end will have to reply to that message and he would also close the message with the statement over. Now this was a one-way communication and this technology was used during this 1G period. Later came 2G, which was edge technology. We all had mobile phones. We used to send messages two ways. And we also had the dual communication facility as well in this 2G phase. Later on came 3G, which were a few years ago. Now we are in this 4G era, LTE. Of course, we all know that to download a 1 GB movie, it hardly takes 4 to 5 minutes, isn't it? Talking about 5G, this works in a high frequency wavelength and this would allow us to download a 1 GB movie just in few seconds. Now, do you think it's really useful for us? For a personal purpose, definitely not. We can of course manage with a 4G good signal strength itself, isn't it? We are using it even today. Then you may ask this question, then why 5G is important? As there are a lot of emerging technologies in future, starting from medical industry, today most of the surgeries are happening through online communication. Directions are given by the doctors through online, which requires a really high-speed internet connection for them to have a seamless conversation. Not only medical industry, it can also be an automobile industry. Most of the cities today are planning to make their city a smart city in future, which definitely requires a high-speed internet connection for the automobile industry as well as the traffic signal system as well. This is also applicable in entertainment industry because most of the devices are depending on IoT like Alexa, Siri, etc. The future is going to be more about internet-oriented system. So for that, of course, we need a high frequency signal strength, isn't it? Now, before even we talk about how this 5G signal works, we need to understand this concept called as radio frequency. So all these signals what I spoke, the GPRS, Edge, LTE, 3G, 4G, all these signals works on the concept of radio frequency band. Now this radio frequency has a wide range of band starting from low frequency band till extremely high frequency band. Now here falls the C band. The C band signal is a mid-range frequency which is almost ranging from 3.7 to 4.2 gigahertz. Now you may have a question, Jeswin, we started the topic somewhere else and we are talking about a lot of technical terms whereas still we did not understand why those flights were called off for an immediate landing. Of course, I'm going to talk about that next. Now let's take a small illustration. For 4G network, the signal strength can be pulled by the tower so easily. For every 1 to 3 kilometers of radius, we just need one tower or one mobile tower is more than enough. However, for a 5G network, to pull that signal strength, we may require 4 to 5 mobile towers within 1 kilometer radius itself because this signal cannot breach the barriers like a wall, tree, etc. This signal cannot breach the barriers so easily. So we need multiple receptors or mobile towers to pull that signal and to deliver it to the device. Now we are going to discuss about that concept. The flights have a particular device called as altimeter, which helps the aircraft board to measure the flight's distance or in which altitude that particular aircraft is flying. So this is a device which shows the altitude reading. And if this is not operating properly, of course the aircraft will not get to know in which altitude it is flying. As we discussed earlier, in the US, they are operating 5G signal with the C band frequency, which is from 3.7 to 4.2 gigahertz, which is a high range frequency. The altimeter in the flight works with a frequency of 4.2 to 4.4 gigahertz. So that's the reason why there could be a collision between these two frequencies. The aircrafts cannot take safe landing in the low visibility area, as well as if the weather condition is bad, the flights wouldn't be able to land safely at all. And that's the reason why the aircraft board has immediately called off all these flights for an immediate landing. So now I hope you understood how this 5G signal technology is impacting the aircraft's operation. Now the question is this happening to all the countries? Because there are few countries where they have already implemented this 5G technology and it works pretty well as well. So how are they operating? Let's take an example of the European Union. They have a strict rule that the 5G band has to be within the signal frequency of 3.4 to 3.8 gigahertz. That's it. It should not exceed that. There is not much of intervention of signals between the C-band as well as the aircraft's altimeter's frequency. So that's why they have a hassle-free service of aircraft. So now the US Aircraft Board have taken a decision to pause this flight service temporarily until there is a fix in the altimeter frequency. They might change the frequency of the altimeter in the aircraft itself so that it might not collide with the C-band frequency. There are two companies, Verizon and AT&T, has rolled back the 5G service temporarily as well. So until they fix this issue, they're not going to allow the aircrafts to fly. This move taken by these two companies can avoid a potential devastating disruption, saving the destruction of 15,000 aircrafts and also the lives of lakhs and lakhs of travel passengers as well as cargo planes, and thereby saving their economy as well. And that's why the US took such a strict decision and implemented it immediately. So with that, I would like to ask you this question. What do you think about this 5G service technology? My opinion on this would be, of course, it's important to have new inventions and new technology coming up in future. However, it should not be at the cost of human lives or harming nature. That's what I would truly believe in. You let me know your viewpoint of what do you think about this 5G service. Do not forget, the next time when you're looking for this 5G signal service in your mobile phone, remember that this is the effect of 5G network and their frequency. Do not forget to share this video with all your friends, family members and relatives, guys. Most of them would not be knowing about this service and its impact as well. So let's share it to the maximum number of people so that they get to know about this technology and its effects as well. Do let me know in the comment section if you want me to talk about a particular topic which you have in mind. Of course, I will do that research and I will speak for you guys. See you all in the next video with yet another interesting concept. Until then, it's Jay signing off with love.